each experience becomes a thought. So there are 5 different sensations, there are 5 different sense experiences, 5 different sensations, 5 different thoughts. But all the 5 different thoughts are very peculiar. Meaning, how are the thoughts? The thoughts are the same. But no thought can be smelt. Thought has no fragrance. The thought has no sound. The thought have no sensation of touch. The thought has no sense of taste. The moment it becomes a thought, it's just a thought. A picture. To make it very still more simpler, children's books are there. Picture book. There is a picture of the flower, the picture of the tiger, the picture of a mango. Any picture can be there. Can you create a picture of a sound? Outside. Can you have a picture of a sound? You cannot. But we can have, in the video camera, we have got the audio as well as video. The sound can be recorded, the sight can be recorded. But the physical body is much more versatile. This is a beautiful camera. Listen carefully. It's a beautiful, the very, very sophisticated camera of the universe. It can record the sounds, thoughts are there. It can record the sight, thoughts are there. It can record the touch sensations, thoughts are there. Record the taste sensations, thoughts are there. Record the smell sensation, thoughts are there. But as in the pictures in the book, the pictures are same. The tiger is no tiger. It will not bite you. The snake is the snake. It will not sting you. The picture of the flower has no fragrance. All the thoughts are like that. It's a thought of a sound, but it has no noise. It's a thought of a touch, it has no sensation. It's a thought of a sight, only the form is there for all the thoughts. Like the picture. The thought of a smell has no smell, thought of a taste has no taste. All thoughts are there. These vrittis, the thoughts, understand. They were helped by the sense organs to be created, but the sense organs have no access to the thought world. You have experienced all the 5 senses, you have experienced sensations, thoughts are there. But the thoughts cannot be experienced because no thought is a sensation. It's just a thought. The thought of the fire doesn't burn you. The thought of the water doesn't quench your thirst. The thought of a sound doesn't entertain you. The thought of a smell has no smell. But the thoughts are there, like a picture. 5 sense organs cannot see. How do you know it? I know. Meaning what? You are conscious, aware. Call it Chetana. You are, whatever name you give or do not give a name, the principle, the knowing principle already existing, in whose presence every thought is known. And every thought is the product of the experiences. Listening is an experience, sound thought is created. Seeing is an experience, forms and colors the thoughts are created. Touching is an experience, touch sensation, that thought is created. Tasting is an experience, different tastes in your head. Smelling is an experience, different smells are in your head. And all these 5 different experiences, listening, touching, seeing, tasting, and smelling, these 5 experiences, 5 different experiences are experienced. How do you experience it? The knowing principle. You are conscious of ears listening experience. You are conscious of ear not listening. I was I could hear everything very clearly, but now Swami is gone. Your listening capacity has gone down. Knowing has not gone down. Your seeing has reduced, because from a distance you cannot see, cataract, some defect with the lenses of your eyes. Seeing experiences has gone through changes, but experiencing the seeing continues. In the Upanishads, what they say, you are experiencing, the eye is experiencing means you are the eye of the eye. Chakshusha chakshuh. You are the eye of the eye. You are seeing that the ears are seeing. Better change it to knowing. You are knowing that the eyes are seeing. That is the third eye. Chakshusha chakshuh. Jnana chakshu, consciousness, knowing, awareness. You are knowing that the ears are hearing. Srotrasya srotram, the ear of the ear. So eye of the eye, consciousness. Ear of the ear, consciousness. Tongue of the tongue, consciousness. Nose of the nose, consciousness. Skin of the skin, touch of the touch, consciousness. So 5 different sense objects, 5 different sense organs, 5 different sensations and sense experiences. Thoughts are also 5 different types of thoughts, but all are only thoughts, pictures. There is only one knowing principle behind everything. And friends, as we see it clearly, as long before you see something, your seeing has started. Long before you listen something, your listening has started. Long before you are testing something, your testing has started. Long before you are touching something, your touching experience is already potential started. Smelling also has already started long before you smell something. Exactly the same way, within, your knowing has started long before you know the presence or absence of a thought. Knowing, being conscious, that is the beginning of every child. The moment the child is born, may not be seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, but is conscious. That is why you keep him going. Suppose the child is born, remember that child is born and eyes are closed. And you are afraid, oh, the child is blind. And in case he happens to be blind, you are not going to dispose him of. You will not bury, you will not cremate the child. In case the child, suppose, cannot hear or taste or touch, or the legs are different form, deformities are there, you do not dispose of the baby body. Why? Child is conscious. Understand? So long before sensations begin, long before sense organ starts functioning, like the maybe, you have seen the puppies, kittens, the moment they are born, their eyes don't open. After 5, 6, 7 days, their eyes will open. Are they conscious or they are dead? Your living does not mean you are seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling. In case you don't touch, don't see, you are blind, you are deaf, and you cannot do that, but still you are alive because you are conscious. So the experiencing of a sense object or a sense organ begins in life, but the experience, I am knowing that I am seeing, I am knowing that I am listening, I am knowing that I am tasting, that knowing has already started. That is the open secret of life and its experiences. Open because always there, secret because we are looking for it. Whether you know it or not, you are always conscious. For a change, can you be unconscious? Right now, be unconscious. Forget your Chetana. If I say forget your thought, you may take some time. Okay, Swami, okay. And you prevent the thought from coming consciously. Prevent thought from coming means what? You are conscious, you are focusing on yourself, just being conscious. It's like you see the space and do not try to acknowledge the presence of a form. I see the only space. It's very difficult to do that because you cannot see an object without seeing the space around it. You cannot listen to a sound without listening to the silence around it. But in case of the mind, in your thoughts, within, in a subtle realm, you can be conscious and need not be conscious of a thought. Because the thoughts, if you be conscious, the thoughts will disappear. Do it and see for yourself. However much you may try to see only space, you may focus on space, but the moment you see, the forms will be there, space will be there. The moment you hear, the sound will be there, the silence also is there. Without the foundation of silence, there is no sound. Without the foundation of the formless space, there is no form. So while perceiving through your senses, you see the form and the formless. But when you go to the thought level, listen, we are going to experiencing the object at your eye level, you are conscious of eyes as well as the forms. It may so happen, you shall be conscious of the form, but you may not be conscious of your eyes, right or wrong? While listening to the sound, are you conscious of your ear? Are you conscious of your body? This is a very peculiar, sir. When you think of it, it's so simple, but looks very complicated. Very simple. Have you, please think, please friends, think it. I say please, 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 because it is so simple, I don't want you to lose it. In the whole day, how long you see your body and how you long see other bodies? Do you really see your body in a day? You are using your body. Are you seeing your body? But always interested, very curious to see other people's body. How long do you focus on your thought and how long do you focus on other people's thought? What they are speaking, what they are doing, where they are going. Understand? We don't see your body. Your body you keep covered up. For walking out, going out or whatever. Your body you keep covering up. But you are looking at other people's body. The thoughts that you are experiencing, how many of you are interested or really focusing on the thoughts about yourself, and how much you focus on the thought about others, meaning what they spoke rings in your head. What they did haunts you forever. What they did, what they gave you or did not give bothers you. What they spoke about you bothers you. You have absolutely no opinion about yourself. You are not aware of yourself. Because who you are is not an opinion of yourself. Who you are is who you are. Consciousness, Chetana. When you sit down, just have a little fun, friends. Anytime, sit down and classify your thoughts. Take down your thoughts. How many have thoughts about your thought? And how many other voices are there? In fact, you don't speak. Because what you will speak to others, you forgot. But what others talk to you, you remember. Suppose you have told 20 people, he is a rascal, he is a rogue, that fellow is useless, he is an idiot, the fellow is uneducated, all you forget. But what rings in your ear? My father told me like that. My mother did this. My friend did that. Swamiji, I cannot forget what they told me. Oh, but what all you have told them? What all you have told them? Do you remember even one word of it? You don't have to remember what they told you or what you told them. Can you remember the consciousness yourself in whose presence all these transactions were taking place? Are you getting that point, please? Amazing. But friends, let us go into the so-called realities of life. How many people are interested? Because experiencing the world means, now if I ask you, what are the main things in the world today? What are the news today? Oh, Israel and Hamas fighting. It started 2 or 3 years back. 65,000 Hamas are dead. So many Israelis are hostages. You know all the details. China and Taiwan going on. Russia and Ukraine war is going on. This is what you're talking about, what is happening in the world. Nothing, you would never mention what is happening to you. Are you getting that point? Nobody mentions. What is happening in the world today? What is happening in another continent, another country, another village, another town, another province? Do you include anything that happens to you? You are the reporter. Without you, all that happening means nothing. But you don't talk anything about your own body. This is known as a delusion. We are so much lost. Rain has come, rainy season has come, summer has come. All macrocosmic. Stars are there, sky is cloudy, countries are fighting, economy is down, or something somewhere. Well, there is a huge movie taking place, movies, and there is Olympics going on, tennis game going on. We are all talking about our experiences. Until you find difficulty in your breathing, or find difficulty in digesting, or find difficulty in living, keeping yourself alive, until that your focus doesn't come to you. That is why nobody is interested to understand anything about himself. I was sitting down last night, as usual on my rooftop. I was thinking, when I think of myself, what is happening? Continuously being conscious, what all thoughts are taking place and how many new thoughts are coming up. Beautiful perceptions, all that I am talking to you. Do you think I am reading a book? Reading yourself. Because what is happening me to this place is the latest. But we want to keep the news of the world, put on the TV 24/7, newspaper. Think, friends. Natural life is so uncomplicated, so simple, so easy, so blissful. We have completely complicated our lives. I'll give a simple example again. All these thoughts come. Look at the animals. Do you have animal dispensaries, veterinarians in the forest? In Amazon forest, in Himalayan forest, in whichever forest, Australian outback, wherever it is. Have you seen animal doctors? Among the animals, some animals are doctors. Or there is a dispensary opened. Have you seen that? No. Nobody goes with stomach upset. Why? They eat everything natural. Natural means what? Fruit, eat the fruit. Greens, eat the greens. Vegetables, eat the vegetable. Whatever instinctively they feel, the smell of it, the look of it, the color of it, and the animals instinctively they start eating everything. They eat just vegetables, not vegetable fried rice. Italian vegetable, Indian spices, Thai vegetable, Chinese spices, Australian vegetable. No. Simple food they eat, they live the longest. Human beings go to restaurant. Restaurant means what? Spoil the vegetable or make it more exotic, whatever is your perception. Indian spice powder, Chinese spices, Thai spices, African spices. You eat the taste. We human beings, we are eating the taste. We are not eating the vegetable. The stomach is made for natural vegetables. Stomach cannot digest all these different types of spices. So you fall very quickly sick. And not only that, by saying, no, I am an animal lover. So you have got a dog in your house, or a puppy in your house, a puppy or a kitten in your house, or one tiger cub also in your house. What do you shall feed him? Whatever you eat, you feed him. So the owner is fatso, the dog is also fatso. You die heart attack, your dog also dies heart attack. Only in the domestic field. Think, friends, think. Not only food we have destroyed, and there is no time for thinking about health. What I am eating is more important than my body. And then we go on the 10 best restaurants in India, the 100 best restaurants in the world. Then you kill each other to which of these restaurants you went or you did not go. Simplicity has gone out of life. Think, friends. Not only that, the birds, beautiful sounds are there. The waterfall, beautiful sounds, all beautiful sounds are there. Human natural sounds are also there. But what is happening? We are creating music. Music means what? Your voice can be drowned nicely, listen carefully, your voice can be drowned nicely with 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 varieties of, think of it, your voices can be drowned with 30, 40, 50 varieties of musical instruments. Your original sound is gone. Think, friends, this is amazing. An animal, a dog or a cat, forest animals, remember, there is no disease there. Understand? They naturally pass out. There are no hospitals whatsoever. Here we are, we take the food, vegetables, we make a particular dish. Think. Not only that, please friends, you are seeing sounds, you are seeing different types of forms, listening to different types of sounds, very entertaining. Just let's say, oh, the cuckoo is singing so nicely. Oh, this sunrise or sunset is so beautiful, so nice. What is a movie? Artificial themes, artificial projections. What is a movie? How much money the person spend on a movie? Millions and millions of dollars. You create artificial emotions. Why do you go there? To cry. Oh, it was so moving, you cry. Such a comedy, ha ha ha, you laugh. What happens? In all these things, friends, the whole attempt is to forget the individual, the limited individual, the I. None of these entertainments remind you who you are. They make you forget your own limitations. This is like a huge, what shall I say, obsession with the mankind. You are paying to forget yourself. Watching a movie, for what? 3 hours I lost myself. The whole attempt of human world is to forget themselves. Only in the Upanishads, they will not make you forget yourself, they'll remind yourself of who you are. You don't change the universe, you change yourself. Space, air, fire, water, earth, the whole macrocosmic universe with all its elegance, beauty, mysteriousness, sprawling across. You listen to it, you listen to a sound, listen to the music, natural. But what has happened now? We have created everything artificial now. Just like the food, we are creating artificial food, artificial music, artificial sound, all in the name of what? Like, the movies. How many emotions are there? The theme can be drugs, politics, love, infatuation, invasion. In a huge screen, you are projecting another world. Why? So that you can forget your little world inside you. Your wife is a problem. Your husband is a problem. Let me not tell that. You are the problem. Because you are a problem, your thought is a problem. Understand, friends, what is the problem this flower has got? But for this flower we shall kill each other. Gold. Why the gold price has gone into one sovereign is some 100,000 rupees. After some time, they will be killing you for a little bit of gold on your body. Who makes it precious? You make it problem for yourself. Are you getting that point? Please get an object from outside which is a problem. A sound is a sound, not obsession. A sight is a sight, not an obsession. A touch is a touch, not an obsession. A taste is a taste, not an obsession. It all begins as the first experience. And the first experience is, listen carefully, the first experience is, you see it or the sensation, listen carefully. But, as I told you in the beginning of the class, long before you see the object, seeing has started. And seeing is an experiencing which has started. But your experiencing the seeing begins much before your eyes see. So what is the first experience of life? The primary. That is Anubhava Swarupa Atma Chetana, consciousness. We always look at the buildings. Can you build a castle in the air? What is the first foundation of the house, of the building? Earth. Is it earth? Space. Can you build a castle in space? But space must be there. Clay must be there for you to put a building. And even if you build a building, where do you sleep? Do you sleep in the space or in the wall? The simplicity of a life, sir. Long before as a child, we collected our experiences, collected our sense perceptions, collected, you heard, seen, tasted, touched, smelt. Long before the thoughts were picked up, you were conscious. Thoughts have a beginning. You are beginningless consciousness. You don't have to name it consciousness. Sound has a beginning in silence. Silence, relatively beginningless. Forms have a beginning in a formless space. Thoughts have a beginning in thought-free. If I say awareness, I will make a thought out of it. Friends, somebody can introduce you to the stars, planets, mountains, oceans, but you come with your eyes. Unless you have the eyes, how are they going to show you all these things? Long before somebody introduces you to your sense organs, your body must be there. The body comes loaded with sense organs, organs of action, prana, everything. And to introduce to him, listen carefully, this is very good, simple and beautiful statement. To introduce him to something, if you are going to introduce him to an experience, first the experiencer must be there. To introduce you to an experience, you must be there to be introduced to experience. To help you to see something, you must have your eyes first. I'm just getting step by step. To introduce you to a new sound, you should come with an ear. To introduce a new taste, you should have the capacity to taste. The tongue should be there. Friends, move from the objective universe of sense organs and the sense objects. Now if I am going to introduce you to a thought, if I have to introduce you to a thought, don't you think you should be already conscious? Because if you are showing me a lotus, my eyes open? Or because my eyes are there, you show me the lotus? Because you introduce me a thought, therefore I am conscious? Or because I am conscious, alive, available, therefore you are introducing me to a thought? So long before, friends, you are introduced to an object in the external most, your body with all the senses are there. Long before, what you see, what you hear, what you touch, and long before you pick up your thoughts, gather these sensations, register your experiences, at the thought level, you must be already conscious. So what is your beginning? Your consciousness, yourself, your being who you are. Anadi Anantam, beginningless, endless. Thoughts begin, thoughts end. Perception begins, perception ends. Just close your eyes for a minute, friends. If I say, close your eyes, your perception ends, consciousness doesn't end. If I stop speaking, your listening, the power to listen doesn't come to an end, continues. That you have a power to listen, you are conscious. That you have got the power to see even when your eyes are closed, you are conscious. You open your eyes, you are conscious. With eyes open, consciousness doesn't come up. With eyes closed, consciousness doesn't close. That is why, friends, for you to be you, a thought is not needed. A perception is not needed. A sensation is not needed. An object is not needed. Even when objects change and disappear, even when your sense organs may lose their capacity, even when your memories fade away, you are still same awareness. That is why in Lalitāmbika Stotram, Dhyanam Dhyatru Dheya Rupa Dharma Dharma Vivarjita. O Mother, you are of the nature of Dhyanam, Dhyatru, Dheya. You are the nature of meditation, meditator, object of meditation. Meaning all the three. There is no three, there is only one. And therefore, There is no second thing. If you have a body, there is left side, right side, wrong side, front side, back side, upside, downside, from a point of a reference. Yourself, the consciousness, is not a point of reference. Long before perceptions begin, you are there. Long before sensations are created, you are there. Long before thoughts begin, you are conscious. That is why people, when they teach you, listen carefully, friends. To teach somebody, please ask yourself a question. To teach somebody, what is more important? What all things you teach, or to whom you teach? You can close your eyes and listen, or open your eyes, listen. Choice is yours. Ask yourself the question. If you want to teach somebody something, teach the students, whether it is secular knowledge, religious wisdom. If you want to teach something to somebody, what is more important? What all things you teach, or to whom you shall teach? You may have so many things to teach, but there is nobody to learn. And friends, the body does not learn. Deho na janati, body doesn't know anything. Dehohamiti deho na bhakti, body doesn't say I am the body. You don't teach the body. Neither you teach the senses. You don't teach a thought. You put a thought to the conscious entity, awareness. So long before you teach something, you must find out whom are you teaching. Is he there? Your teaching will not create him. In a relative world you create. You teach engineering, make an engineer. Teach music, create a musician. Take painting, create a painter. In Atma Vidya, giving a thought means you giving a role. He's there already, conscious. Naham deho name deha manobuddhi ahankara chittani naham nacha srutra jivhe nacha grana netre nacha vyoma bhumi na tejo na vayu Chidananda rupa shivoham shivoham. All these words, Chidananda Chitrupa, Ananda Rupa, Shiva Swarupa, already there. To whom you are going to teach, he is already there as himself. Don't make him lose him in many thoughts and informations and ideas. And friends, long before you teach, as even you know, what you teach is least important. Whom you are teaching, who is he or who is she, the awareness is most important. Same thing also about learning. Why am I interested in teaching somebody? Let me ask myself, how did I learn? To learn something, first I must be there to learn. What I learn doesn't create me. I am already there to learn something. Listen carefully. If you understand it, it's just like that. For me to learn something, first I must be there or not? With your eyes you see, but behind the eyes you must be there to see. Chakshusha chakshu. A chakshu is created, not chakshusha chakshu, the eye of the eye. The ears are there to listen. But Shrotrasya Shrotram, already there. So are you that which is the eye of the eye, ear of the ear, or you shall say, I am the eye of the eye, I am the Brahman, I am the consciousness, I am the... Arey, kya kar raha hai? Long before you name yourself I, you are existing. Aham naham kadachana. That is where the Upanishads go. Amazing verses. Aham na ahamiti kadachana. At no time I cannot say I am not I. Because even if the words are not there, my sense of being is there. Do you need to announce silence by a word silence? You know, this place is, yes, this place is so quiet. How much you whisper, it is a noise. Quietude does not need a description. That is why this is the Mahadeva. So effortless, this knowledge. Let me conclude with which I started. Is self-awareness. What is self-awareness? It's an open and closed secret of life and life's experience. Just play with that word experience. You can close your eyes, listen, open your eyes, listen, just see that. Now you come here, I am talking to you. It looks like you are sitting down there, I am speaking, and you are experiencing my speaking. Listen, you are experiencing my speaking. How are you experiencing? You are experiencing listening my sound. Friends, suppose I choose not to speak. Will you stop listening? You can stop listening. You cannot listen to my voice because I controlled my voice. I did not speak anything. I did not provide you a sound to listen, words to listen, but your capacity to listen, I didn't give you or take you away. Your experiencing is your experiencing. God cannot take it away. Vinasham abhyasya nakaschiti martumarti. Nobody can ever destroy this abhaya imperishable. Bhagavan api na kartumarati. Nobody can take it away because that is God. So if I don't speak, I am not providing you sound to listen, but your capacity to listen shall continue. Now again go to yourself. Suppose you lose your capacity to listen. First you say, how do you listen? I know. So you are aware that you can listen. You are experiencing the listening. Now suppose the ears lose itself, what shall you say? I can't listen anymore. How do you know? I know. That knowing principle, consciousness. Shrotrasya Shrotam, the ear of the ear. You don't lose the capacity to be aware. You correct the hearing, hearing comes back. Consciousness is already there. Because of your listening, some thoughts are picked up. Thoughts picking up do not give you an identity, doesn't create an existence. You are conscious not because I talk to you. You are conscious not because I provide you a thought. Not because I give you a name. Because you are conscious, you can receive the instruction. I can give you everything except yourself. And what all I have given you can be forgotten in time. Memories can be lost. Words can be forgotten. Person doesn't exist. But you shall not be lost. That is an absolutely open secret. Open because it is yourself. A secret because unconsciously you are searching for yourself. So the teaching is just to help you be aware who you are. Can't give you yourself, nor anything can ever take yourself away from you. Just close your eyes. Long before we are exposed to this type of teaching, this ancient tradition of Sanatana Dharma, today this world has gone so much into Olympic Games, movies, entertainment, 7-star entertainment, all to forget ourselves. Not that that should not be done. That can be done. But the purpose should be very clearly understood. You don't escape into, you don't go about forgetting yourself. You must remember yourself, who you are. Anesthetizing a patient doesn't mean curing the disease. You can anesthetize yourself. Some songs, some dance, some chanting, some singing, some stretching, anything. Forgetting yourself is not wisdom. Or else every day, friends, 7 hours, 8 hours, you are going into deep, deep sleep without paying a paisa to anybody. You remain forgetful for 8 hours. Wake up, you don't wake up enlightened. Forgetting yourself in the name of dance, drama, music, friends, travel, possession, experiences, sensations, anything. If you do that, entertainer will get their money. You shall be losing yourself. And they lose themselves in earning money. You lose yourself by losing your money and identity, forgetting yourself. Here the purpose is to remind you who you are. You don't come to these classes to forget yourself. You come here to remember, be you, be yourself who you are. As though forgotten. You never can forget it because, as I told you, if you are teaching, I shall know to whom I am teaching. Who you are is already there. And before you learn, you must know who is learning. There must be me to learn. And what is that me? Learning a word, a thought, exposing yourself to an experience, information. You are already yourself. Nobody can give it to you. Nobody can take it away from you. That is why Aho Guru, Aho Shastra. What a tradition, what a teaching. Nobody gives me who I am. Nobody takes away who I am. Thank you, friends. Thank you.